Dante, in contrast, for example, to Aquinas. Dante's description of hell is totally different from that of Aquinas. Aquinas' hell is simply like the one in Joyce's thing here, overall punishment. You're in there suffering, suffering, suffering. Dante makes the hell exactly proper to the person's sin. Your hell is what your sin was. And hell consists in being fixed to your temporal commitment. The thing that your ego decided was the great thing for your life becomes your hell. You don't break past it to the beatific radiance. You stay with the thing, and that is hell. Hell is the place of being fixed. And this is the way it's read also in Buddhist and Hindu and Jain and Persian thinking. Hell is symbolic of the state of a soul that doesn't open to the spiritual but remains stuck with the material aspect, with the foreground, you might say, of the experience that doesn't break through. Now, Aristotle's term catharsis, how through pity and terror we are purged. This is a ritual term, catharsis, and it means being purged of your rational ego commitment system and opened out so that you become transparent to transcendence. And until you have become transparent to transcendence, you will not be eligible to behold the beatific vision, to experience the vision of God as of God. You would not be eligible, or Stephen here would not have been eligible to behold that girl in the stream as a dove revelation of the Spirit if his eye had been caught by lust for her girlhood. Do you see this? In terms of Indian Hindu thinking, he looks at her not in the way of Chakra 2, but of Chakra 6. She is a vision, a revelation, opening the fair courts of life, calling him to life, not to lust. I mean, it's a very interesting shift of perspective, and that's all it is. And I thought yesterday, after I had gone through the problem of the fall and the Redeemer, there are two ways for the Spirit to enter the world. One is in the way of the fall, and the other is in the way of the Savior, Christ, who comes out of love intentionally into the world. And all you have to do to transform your hell into a paradise is to turn your fall into a voluntary act. There's a saying, you know, in athletics, if you're falling, dive. Say yay to it. This is my intention, to be this mess that I am. And you'll find that you're an angel. It's a very interesting thing. And that's what the imitatio Christi must mean. That's to say yes to your crucifixion. Make it what you came for. St. Augustine says Christ went to the cross as a bridegroom to his bride. That's the way we should come into life, which is a crucifixion. Joyful participation in the sorrows, and everything changes. It's as simple as that. And but you know, if it were presented right out as simple as that, then we wouldn't have so much sermons, so many sermons to deliver or fees to collect.